Hi, happy Tuesday. It's Meredith. I'm here with our message for the 14th of April. I almost said August. Whatever. Yeah, for our message for the day, we have the Wheel of the Year Tarot on the table. I'm still shuffling it, actually. So you can shuffle along with me for a bit. Before we get started, the April videos are on the channel. They're up on the channel for you. They'll be linked for you at the end of this video. So check them out. And I encourage you, as always, to watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus videos. And if you don't know where your signs are placed in your Moon, Rising, Venus, go to cafeastrology.com and plug in your stats. They have a great astrology calculator and an easy to read, easy to follow along astrological chart. They don't make it complicated. That's why I pick them. So then I recommend you pop some popcorn, brew some coffee, sip some tea, put your feet up in your favorite comfy socks and whatever pajamas you're wearing today. I have been living in them. I actually have jeans on for the first time in I don't know how many days right now. Anyway, get comfy and come back and watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus videos. Who needs Netflix? You can binge watch here on My Angel Soul. All right, let's do this. Card from the bottom of the deck, our theme in the day. The Fool. Ooh, nice. Enthusiasm, raw enthusiasm even. It's one of the things I love about the Fool. One of the questions I ask myself when I see the Fool, how many times has he gone through the major arcana, right? Many, 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 right? Which is indicative of how we learn, how we grow, how we explore and discover and self-educate. And the Fool does it in the spirit of wonder and curiosity. So there he is inside the ring. And it looks like a fun time, a good time. But consider that ring the major arcana, and he's turning his way through it. And when we reach the world, the end of the major arcana, we reset, we restart at zero again with the Fool. And it's kind of like the snake that eats its own tail, a little bit. I think it's called the Ouroboros. I may be saying that incorrectly. Pardon if I am. Anyway, we loop back around. We come back around. So no matter how many times we may have had an experience, held it in our hands, worked with it, played with it, moved with it, rolled, and so on. There's something new to discover each time around, and the Fool brings that wonder, awe, optimism, surprise, delight, curiosity, discovery, exploration, and it's fantastic. And the Fool has no agenda. There is no guile with the Fool. So he looks at things fresh and new each time. So that's the invitation here. Excuse me. In our card from the bottom of the deck today. Bring your wonder, your curiosity, your surprise and delight, and have some discovery. Let's see what comes with. Or maybe discovery is going to find you. We have the Eight of Wands. This is my favorite eight. One of my favorite eights. No, it's my favorite eight. It's communication, it's connection, it's information incoming, and that may come to you through your intuitive gifts today. You may be having this moment of awe and wonder as you're staring at clouds in the sky, and it just drops into your knowing right then and there. I love those moments. They really do feel like epiphanies. And there you go, down a rabbit hole, exploring that with surprise and delight. And it's fun, it's playful, and that's the energy that I have here off these first two cards. Next we have the High Priestess. I did just say that it may be coming to you intuitively. Well, here she is, folks, our beautiful High Priestess. You know, I like this woman a lot. She's serene, she's poised, she's an oracle. She It's so funny to me because she is so sought after. You know, when you think of an oracle, this is the one you go to get the wisdom, right? And you show up and you're wonder and you're awe and you're like, yes, high priestess, please tell me, give me the answers. And all she does is point to the right. And yet we keep showing up with the oracle because she doesn't ever really tell you anything. She does help you discover it within herself. As a matter of fact, she's pointing to the 8 wands that are flowing in. So the high priestess kind of backs up the message here that you are receiving. You're a great big intuitive tuning fork today, so pay attention to it. And while you might want to seek out your inner oracle in a deeper way, the sense is that's definitely there. But the glaringly obvious information is what's arriving fresh, new, hot off the press from your intuition. And you're going to have an opportunity to take a look at something you've considered before with fresh, new eyes and life experience. Fool. And we had 3 cards fall out. Let's see what's next. You know, a message on the High Priestess too is that she encourages us to use discretion. And what that means is while you may be receiving information, intuitively or otherwise, you may not want to blurt that information out. You might want to live with it in your heart space for a little bit before you share it. And consider that. Let's take it to a very practical description. Imagine that you started an exercise program, right? And you tell everybody that you're doing this. And then 3 days later you quit. And then everybody is like, hey, how's that going? You know. And then you got to say, yeah, it was terrible and I quit. Maybe keep it to yourself till you're comfortable with it, or a little bit comfortable with it, or you have an understanding of the direction that it's taking. And it may simply have been that exercise program wasn't right for you, but you're just so enthusiastic for trying it and excited about it. That's just it. Sometimes when we channel a message, when something comes into our awareness and our knowing, we want to immediately blurt that out and share it. I'm a blurter, I know. So this is something that's joyful and exciting and creating movement for you. So things are going to shift and change on the foundation as the information comes in. So use discretion and consider how you share the message or the information. Live with it for a couple of days, a couple of hours. I don't know, whatever's right for you. And see where it's flowing, where it's taking you, because the 6 of Swords has us changing frequency, shifting frequency from something that might have felt a little lower in vibration to us or a little less comfortable to something more high vibrational, more comfortable. So moving from challenging circumstances to more grace and more ease within our circumstances. And you don't know how that journey exactly is going to go, but you're going to embrace it with the enthusiasm of the Fool. And it's a process of discovery, so have fun with that and then maybe share it. Our next card is, what is that? Oh, the Knight of Cups. Yeah, you know, he carries the Ace of Cups. Knights convey messages between cards, so we are going to move this message on. We are going to move the energy on. Where are we taking it? Or it's going to move us into the 5 of Swords. Well, the inner debate. It brings something to an end for us. So we have the 5 and the 6. There's progress. That 8 of Wands is going to inspire enlightenment for us. That's going to shift our foundation to a joyous frequency, I feel. But it gets met with 5 swords in the process, which is exactly why the High Priestess is here, suggesting have the wisdom to use some discretion until you understand how this is unfolding for you. how you're going to celebrate it and live with it on your foundation. Ooh, another bunch. 1, 2, 4 of them. Well, why not? We have justice, the scales of justice. Yeah, we're going to balance the scales in some way. This all comes off the Fool and the Eight of Wands, and it's run through our inner oracle, the High Priestess. So this is a change coming. This is a change that perhaps we've been manifesting for. And there's a bit of karmic justice here. I feel, as I'm looking at justice, I feel, yes, at last. Finally. Yes. Yes. Okay, coming with, we have the Six of Pentacles. Harmony and balance right next to harmony, balance, and mercy here on justice. So something settles out in a fair and just way. Then we have the Five of Cups. 5 spilled cups. And as I look at that, that's what we're moving on from in that 6 over here. And we don't even know the whole of it yet. We know that 5 cups have spilled. We know that there's some pain, loss, sorrow, grief, and mourning going on there in some way. But that feels like what is behind the 6 of Swords. See, that's the less than desirable energy, the lower vibrational frequency that we're moving on from. And it all stems from this incoming information, intuitive or otherwise. Somehow we balance the scales. We set things right. We bring harmony to. And this may be crying tears of relief too. That whatever is behind that, whatever we're walking on from, on that 6 of Swords, is finally behind us, because it's also taking with it the 5 of Swords, and it's bringing with it the Ace of Cups. You have the Knight right there. So this is an inner battle on the 5 of Swords, and that battle is mental and emotional, and we're bringing it into some kind of fulfillment on this information that's flowing in today, and then coming with it 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, we held on to that for a while, but it breaks free today. So our Fool and our 8 of Wands, our High Priestess, they are pivotal cards for us today in the energy atmosphere. Pay attention to your intuitive gifts. Listen to the messages coming in. Perhaps don't blurt all about those messages coming in, because there is a process that's going to unfold from the receiving of that information. And you don't necessarily know how it is going to settle out exactly today. And you may not know for a number of days. So live with it in your heart space for a day or so. Speak to the people you know, love, and trust. These are the ones that are not going to place expectations on your epiphany. They will be there to listen. They will be there to hear you talk it out. And they will understand that you don't exactly know where it's all going to land, where it's all going to go just yet. They're going to be happy for you that you've had something that feels like relief, harmony, balancing come through, so that you can let go. That's what that 5 of Cups looks like to me, letting go. No more holding on. The 4 of Pentacles is called the Miser card. And perhaps you've had to hang in there. That's what I feel. You had to hang in there for a while. And it went on a lot longer than you thought. But all of that breaks free today. In some way. Ooh, angel answers. Already on the floor. What do we have? We have in the near future. That's absolutely a High Priestess kind of card. When you say, oh, inner High Priestess, when, oh, when will it be? She would say in the near future. That could be a minute, an hour, a day, a week. And then we have romance. Remember that you are the love of your life, and that you do all of this beautiful spiritual journey work for your relationship to self, so that you have this beautiful love to share in all of your relationships. Romance. I love that card. Next. Ooh, back again. Be assertive. This is great. This is raw enthusiasm in motion. That's assertiveness. And then one more. 2 more. Great. We have don't stop. Emphatically don't stop. Emphatically be assertive. And then trust. I love that these cards keep showing up in repetition for us. They are so encouraging. And it's all about trusting yourself, trusting your inner wisdom and your intuitiveness. Our affirmation for the day. I recognize that I have chosen fear, and I choose again. I choose love. Those really are the choices, aren't they? Fear or love. Yeah, you know it. All right. Last but not least, our spirit animal for the day. What do we have? Ooh. I think we've seen this one recently as well, but the owl is back. There's a worthy creature to investigate. Google it, animal speak it. Commune with the spirit of owl and inform yourself, High Priestess. What does owl have to say to you? Happy Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining me. Check out the April videos. The link should be popping up any moment now. Make it a beautiful one. Namaste. See ya.